This what make them mad. Sometimes it don't be what's on you that make them mad like that. What create the jealousy and the envy is what they notice in you. Cause listen to me, what they see in you when they don't have it, when they don't understand it, when listen to me, when they wondering why things working for you the way that it's working, guess what it do? What the scripture said, it makes them even more jealous and envious of you. Listen to me. It said we're gonna get rid of him and his dream. They figure if they execute him, everything that he said would stop. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. If you can stop me, you stop the vision from going forth. Did they stop Joseph? Did they stop Joseph? He went through what he went through. In the beginning, when he showed Joseph the vision didn't tell him what he was going to have to go through. Only thing he knew was the outcome of it. And the outcome was going to be what? He was going to come out on top. I'm not concerned. I'm not worried at all. Because the outcome is from the prison to the palace. Pay attention to people who don't understand spiritual warfare. What this person is about to do is make a broken, willing vessel look even better than what he been. See, you have to be optimistic when you're looking at things in the spiritual lens. Right now, a lot of people looking at it as, oh, it's this going on, that going on, it's turning down this image. But what you don't see is the outcome. The outcome is greater than the go through. You can't see it. When you're going through, the outcome is greater, because guess what they're going to have to turn around and say? That person was a liar. That person tried to do this. That person tried to do that. And then guess what's going to happen? They're going to go watch the YouTube. They're going to see, for the people who say, oh, now he want to get on here and minister. They're going to see that I've been doing what I'm doing right now for 5 years. What they're going to do is they're going to go through my page and they're going to start seeing the character. Then what they're going to come to the conclusion is, oh, this person tried to destroy something the same way Joseph Brothers and them did. Listen to me. It said they seen him coming from afar. People don't understand. Whatever I got to go through, let me go through. Because when he finally got to the place where he needed to be, guess what they did? Man, I'm finna appoint him, this dude right here. And then when his enemies spun the block, listen to me. I'm going to tell you something about the Most High. People who put their mouth on you, people who try to hurt you, people who talk behind your back and then try to hug you and say that they love you in public, people who know they don't want to see you continue to grow and they don't want to let you go, people who want to stagnate your growth, people who really hate what it is that you got in you, they always got to spin the block. Listen to me. They always spin the block. Joseph Brothers, they didn't know they was going to have to face that man again. See, his daddy told him, hey, y'all go out there because we need A, B, and C. But what they didn't know, where they was going to get the A, B, and C from, they was going to have to go through the same person that they threw in that ditch, pulled out of the ditch, sold into slavery, went through everything that he went through. What they didn't know is the person that you need now is in position. Listen to this though. When they pulled up on him, you know how people always say, you don't look like what you've been through. Joseph's brothers hadn't seen him in so long. They talking to the man, looking him in his face. He looking at them, they looking back, they looking at each other. They didn't even know it was him. When the Most High clean you up, listen to me. When the Most High gets you together, you know what I'm saying? And you looking good, you feeling good. Some people don't even recognize you. We're talking in the spiritual. Now, let me talk to you in the spiritual, because I'm not talking about in the physical. See, in the physical, I can come around and they can see that I got my clothes on. Oh, that's Joe T. But it's when I open my mouth up. It's my conversation. It's how I carry myself. It's what I no longer stand for. And then that's when they say, oh, he acting like he all that. Oh, he acting like he too good. Oh, no. That's the scripture manifesting. His brothers did not recognize him no more. Now, people don't understand that from a spiritual standpoint. You can't recognize me no more because I don't talk the same. I don't think the same. I don't even listen to the same stuff. I don't move the same way. So listen to me. Go to the scripture. I think it's 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verses 14. It say the natural man, listen, it say the natural man don't understand the things of the spirit. You know why? Because they are spiritually discerned. So to him, they are foolish. So when you listen to people, they gonna tell you who they are. They gonna tell you who they belong to. You thinking in the natural. So when I'm speaking spiritual things to you, it sounds foolish. So when I see the comment section and I see women say what they saying, it let me know you're not in tune spiritually. It let me know you don't have discernment. It let me know that you don't care nothing about, that was, and then it's so, let me tell you something. Now the enemy know that see, we born in iniquity. We born with a sinful nature. If you born with a sinful nature, you will easily gravitate towards negativity. See, if you pay attention to a comment section, because I study social media, you can have 1 million people say something positive, but for some reason that negative comment, it stands out, it's loud. It makes you want to respond. It don't make you want to respond to get people to agree with you. It bothers you when you know you standing in your truth. It bothers you when you see somebody say something and it's like, how do you not comprehend? How do you not understand? It ain't that I want you to, I'm trying to convince you. I'm trying to persuade you. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's when you read something that's so foolish, you have to say to yourself, what is wrong with this person? So when I just went through my comment section because they asked me to repost the receipt, and I post the receipt, and I see this woman say, and I was like, look at this. Look at this. But see, that's how the enemy worked though. Because the enemy know with that sinful nature, you will gravitate towards that negativity. It's easy to stir. It's so easy for the enemy to stir up people who are insecure. It's so easy for the enemy to stir up people with low self-esteem. It's so easy for the enemy to stir up people who don't know who they are yet, who going through identity crisis, who don't love themselves. It's easy to stir up people who don't know what real love is. It's easy to stir up people who don't understand. You know why? Because they deflect. They deflect and they project. You projecting your hurt. You projecting your pain. You projecting your lack of understanding. And then what you try to get me to do is agree with your misery. And the minute you agree with a person's misery, they drag you along in the misery. Before you know it, you don't like nobody. You bothered by everything. Before you know it, you strolling on social media. You looking for negativity. You strolling looking for fights. You strolling looking for controversy. You strolling looking for hatred. You strolling looking for any kind of post that's turning somebody down. You strolling looking for it. That's what happens because the enemy know, oh, this person right here, they entangled. He got you in bondage. He got you on his hip. He got you in captivity. Oh yeah, that's most definitely, listen to me, that's most definitely your yoke because he got you attached to it. So now get what TikTok do. The TikTok algorithm know your interests. And what is your interest? Messiness. What is your interest? The T. What is your interest? Hatred. What is your interest? Controversy. What is your interest? People who are being torn down. Why do you think celebrities, majority of the time we hear about celebrities, what is it? It's the negative side. Every time you hear about celebrities, it's the negativity. Every time. It's the chaos. It's the divorces. It's the beef. It's the murder. It's the going to jail. It's the this happened, that. Every time. That's why listen to me. That's what they do every single time. The algorithm automatically push anything that's positive to the bottom. If it's got, listen to me, because the enemy know that your mind is wrapped up in broken things, Because what? You dealing with brokenness. These people can stroll and see something. They can, listen to me, I pay attention. You can stroll through something, be having a financial situation. Do you know how many people on here teach financial literacy? You don't follow none of them. You probably been saying you want to learn how to cook. You know how many people on this TikTok app teach cooking tutorials? Millions of them. You probably been trying to figure out how to get you an LLC so you can get you a corporation and start getting Airbnbs. You know how many people on TikTok teach that? You probably been trying to figure out how to have an Amazon affiliate account. You know how many people on TikTok teach that? But I guarantee you, you probably been wanting to get yourself together. You probably been wanting to get fit. You know what I'm saying? Get your physical together. You know how many workout instructors and personal trainers it is on TikTok? They give daily videos on stretches, on how to build certain muscles. Plenty of them. But if you go through who these folks follow, they don't follow none of them people. But I guarantee you, they following the Cardis. I guarantee you, they following all the tea. I guarantee you, they following all the messiness. If you ask a person right now what's going on in the world as far as the tea, they know it. If you ask them folks what's going on with the politics and this and that, things that's really affecting the world, what they say, the people who claim they woke and ain't distracted, they have absolutely no idea of what's going on. Let's see, let me tell you something. Off the subject, but not off the subject, because I'm gonna stay in the vibe. I watch people say, watch this. I watch people talk about karma. Watch this here. Watch the enemy now. Watch the enemy. I watch people say, oh, he getting his karma. He get karma. How do you compare karma? You're saying hatred, lies, anger, bitterness, brokenness. You're comparing karma to that. That's not karma. That's not what karma is called. When because Most High chastise, right? The Most High don't send karma. He don't send evil. Go read the scripture. He said, let no man say when he is tempted that he is tempted by the Most High. Listen to this part. He said he does not tempt, nor is he tempted with evil. Listen to those scripture. Let no man say when he is tempted that he is tempted by the Most High, because he is not tempted. Listen, nor does he tempt with evil. How is that karma? The Most High does not send a lie to his child to send him to prison. The Most High does not send hatred to his children to try to destroy his character. Anytime I've told a story, when I talked about my book, if you read the book, it is not to torment, taunt, break, cast whatever evilness out into the world. You don't compare. Oh, he did all of that, he did all of that, and now this is going on. That's his karma. Read the scripture. That's how I'm always able to see who's who and who belong to who, because I know the word. To the people who, the word this and that, the word saves me every time. The word wake me up every time. The word let me see clear every time. The word help me hear and understand every time. This is me, Joe T. This is not. Correction, I encourage you as well. That's me. Them over there talking about that's karma, that this and that, that's not me. Joe T, I would not send somebody to lie on you say that you raped them, and send you back to prison when I released you from prison. If I wanted you to stay in prison, clearly I could have kept you in prison. I would have never gave you a way of escape when I was planning to use you to come out here and shine light for me. So why would I allow somebody to lie on you and send you back to prison? People don't use their mind, no. It ain't that they don't use their mind. It's that they not in the word. They don't understand the scripture. Oh, that's karma. That word. So let me ask you something. So you'll try to cope. Let me talk to somebody. Let me bring it down a notch. Because I want to talk to somebody who may be getting karma confused with evil. If something has went wrong for you, that has attacked your health, that has attacked your finances, your family, and it's in a form of evil, don't you never get in your mind and say, you're reaping from something you done. That's not what that is. The disciples asked the king, Yeshua, who we know is Jesus the Christ. The disciples asked him, I'm going to answer my calling in just a second. It's coming. This going to push me to a commercial break, me please. This most definitely about to push me into this, man. I can feel it. Listen, the disciples asked, who sinned that made this person like this? Because of what they had, or whatever disease, or whatever disability, or whatever it is that they had. They said, who sinned that caused this? You know why? Because the disciples had the mindset of a lot of these people who don't understand spiritual warfare. They don't understand spirituality. They don't understand the king. So they was thinking that these people were disabled or sick on the strength of sin. Nah, he said, nah, that happened that way, you know what I'm saying? So that can help people. So I can do this and then show people, you know what I'm saying, the glory of the Most High. Don't never in your mind think something happened evil to you and it was from the king. It's not. It never is. It's never, if it's evil, if it's in a form of wickedness, if it come from hatred, if it come from bitterness, if it come from somebody being angry and spiteful, it is not the king who doing so. He said, let no man say. He said, because he's not tempted, nor does he tempt with it. So for the people who being used, who don't understand that I know the word and I'm able to see principalities and powers that's trying to work against me, that I see that I don't fight, I don't war against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. Listen to me. Guess what I understand? You're saying things and you want me, you want my spirit to come in agreement, and it's not, because the scripture tell me when it's time, I'm going to bring it to remembrance. This is a time. It's a time for everything. It's a time to build up. It's a time to tear down. Let me stop right there. It's a time to tear down. It's a time to build up. Tear down whatever need to be tore down. Force it, like I said last night. Tear down whatever friendship I don't need, even if it hurt me. Tear down whatever relationship I don't need, if it hurt me. Tear down a little bit of my finances so it'll humble me. Tear down some of the views and likes or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? The enemy been getting in my head and telling me this is this, and this is that. Tear it down. But he said it's a season though. So tear it down, and then get what he said. I'm going to build it back up. What he building it up with? Correction. What he build it back up with? Humility. What he build it back up with? Love. What he build it back up with? Gentleness. What he build it back up with? Self-control. What he build it back up with? Huh? Peace. Let him build it back up with the peace. But see, this is when you don't understand spiritual warfare, you get it backwards. You get it backwards. You get tore down. But then the enemy get in your head and he keep you down with depression. He keep you down with anxiety. He keep you down with low self-esteem. He keep you down with jealousy. He keep you from going forth because of that envy. He keep you from going forth because of the anger. And then that anger, what the scriptures say, that root of bitterness get down in you. He keep you down and keep you stagnant. Then he make you paranoid. Then all your anxiety levels go off. Then you don't trust nobody. Now you don't want nobody around you. Now you doing this and now you doing that. The enemy done tricked you. He tore you down and kept you down. But when you understand the spirit is like, I'm going to take that from you. It's going to hurt you, but I'm going to bring you back up. I'm going to build you back up. Listen to me. It's a season for everything. Y'all probably hear this a lot. People are seasonal. People come into your life. You get what you need to get from them. They get what you need to. You get what you need to get from them. They get what you need. It go both ways. You get what you come on, get it out. I get what I'm supposed to get. They get what they supposed to get. But a lot of times, because of the human in us and the emotion in us, that's why you got to be careful when you in the church building. Because the emotions, the emotional level be so high. A lot of times people think that cry can move the hand of the Most High and make him do something outside of his will. Your emotions does not change the will. But see, when you start getting emotional like that, you have to understand the correction is still going to happen. The chastisement is still going to happen. It has to happen. That's what, listen. Man, the word is so good to me, man. The word is so good to me. It really is, man. Listen. Like I said last night, majority of the time, you got to go ahead and encourage yourself. I got a lot of calls, I got a lot of texts, I appreciate it, but a lot of times, you got to get up and encourage yourself. You really do. You really do. You have to jump in the word. You got to go search the scripture and see yourself. That's what you got to do. Because a lot of times listen to me. Let me talk about Moses for a second. I got a workbook. Hold on. I got a workbook. A lot of y'all probably ain't never seen this, right? I got a workbook too. I'm finna put it back out. Sometimes when we discuss the scripture, we always talk about the greatness within a lot of them, right? But rarely will we hear, you know what I'm saying, some of the characteristics and flaws that some of the people out of the word had. Some of the brothers and sisters out of the word had, right? So look, check this out. Look at the character of Moses. You know, going to where he, you know what I'm saying, floated at on the little river or whatever, and they got him and then they raised him, right? It said that Moses seen his brother, his Hebrew brother, in a situation. Moses went over there. Actually, this man was gone. Moses buried this man. After Moses buried this man, he went on about his business. Stop right there. Pay attention to the character, the mindset. Even though who he was, who he became, Moses still did that. Talk about you have to have a certain type of mindset to do that. You have to. You have to have a certain type of mindset to do that and move on about your business. Moses was willing to do it again. The man was finna save him again. His brother exposed him. When his brother exposed him, he flee. That's the same type of stuff people do in the streets when they don't want to face accountability and responsibility for what they done. He flee. The Most High still called him. The Most High still called him. How many people you think people were saying in the back of their head, why him? With all the people in the world. How many times? Listen to me, man. There's a spiritual warfare going on. Look at that question right there. 'Cause I can. People act like I really pay attention to when my voice is changing. I'm literally just talking. Commercial break me, please. Y'all double tap that screen. Double tap that screen real quick. Double tap that screen. If you ain't already following me, hit that follow button. I had to hit him with that. Love y'all too, man, for real. Looking for an issue. I just spoke on it. Yeah, I'm finna put it on YouTube in just a second. I just released another one on YouTube this morning. Thank you. And I ain't got nothing else to say. That's it. He done quit talking to me. he done dipped on me. He done dipped on me. I ain't got nothing to say. I was waiting on him to come back. It's done. It's done. I thought he was gonna come back. I thought he was finna spin the block. It's over. It's over. I thought he was gonna spin the block. I was waiting on him. I ain't got nothing else. It's over. It's over. I ain't got nothing else to say. I appreciate it. Hey, I'm finna call you in just a second. Hey, I'm finna jump off the live, man. I'm finna save this live. Man, y'all have a blessed day. I pray everybody got something from that. Matter of fact, man, if you got something from that, cash out me $1. Okay, so boom, 1. Okay, so boom, 1. I'm finna roll. Man, y'all be blessed. Y'all hold it down. It's always love. If you ain't on my YouTube is Joe Baker. Look. They don't know I've been ministered. Hey, Angela, don't block that person yet. Don't block them yet. You see that person say, oh, now you a preacher. I've been doing this for 5 years, and I ain't gonna stop until he called me to glory.